The journey through adolescence is filled with changes, both visible and hidden. One of the most noticeable and sometimes embarrassing changes is the transformation of the voice. For many teenagers, especially boys, the once familiar sound of their own voice suddenly becomes unpredictable. It may squeak, crack, or drop in pitch, often at the most inconvenient times. But why does this happen? What causes the voice to deepen and sometimes crack during the teenage years? Understanding the science behind these changes can help make sense of this fascinating and natural part of growing up. The story of the changing voice begins with puberty, a phase of rapid physical and hormonal development that marks the transition from childhood to adulthood. During puberty, the body undergoes a surge in hormone production, particularly testosterone in boys and estrogen in girls. These hormones are responsible for many of the changes that teenagers experience, from growth spurts to the development of secondary sexual characteristics. But they also play a crucial role in reshaping the larynx, better known as the voice box. The larynx is a complex structure made of cartilage, muscle, and soft tissue, located at the top of the windpipe. Its main job is to produce sound. Within the larynx are the vocal cords, two bands of muscle that vibrate as air passes through them, creating the sounds that make up our voice. The pitch and quality of your voice depend on the size, thickness, and tension of these vocal cords, as well as the shape of the surrounding structures. Before puberty, the larynx is relatively small, and the vocal cords are short and thin. This is why children's voices are generally high-pitched and similar in tone, regardless of gender. However, as puberty begins, the body starts producing more sex hormones, sparking a series of changes in the larynx and vocal cords. In boys, the increase in testosterone causes the larynx to grow significantly larger. The vocal cords become longer and thicker, and the surrounding cartilage becomes more prominent, often resulting in the visible bump known as the Adam's apple. This growth lowers the pitch of the voice, giving it the deeper, more resonant quality associated with adult males. The process is rapid and sometimes uneven, leading to the unpredictable voice cracks that are so common during this time. Girls also experience changes in their voices during puberty, though these changes are usually less dramatic. The larynx grows and the vocal cords lengthen and thicken, but to a much lesser extent than in boys. As a result, girls' voices do become slightly deeper and fuller, but without the pronounced pitch drop and cracking that boys often encounter. So, what exactly causes the infamous voice crack? As the larynx and vocal cords grow, the muscles that control them must learn to adjust to their new size and tension. This period of adjustment is a bit like learning to play a new instrument. The brain sends signals to the muscles to produce a certain pitch, but because the vocal cords are suddenly longer and thicker, the result can be unexpected. Sometimes the vocal cords don't close or vibrate evenly, causing the voice to suddenly jump in pitch or break entirely. These cracks or squeaks are a normal part of the process, a sign that the body is adapting to its new, adult vocal apparatus. This process of vocal maturation doesn't happen overnight. For most boys, the most noticeable changes occur between the ages of 12 and 16, but the voice can continue to settle and mature well into the late teens or even early 20s. During this time, the pitch of the voice may fluctuate, and the occasional crack or squeak may still occur, especially when speaking loudly or under stress. It's important to remember that everyone's experience is unique. Some teens may notice their voice changing gradually, with only a few small cracks, while others may experience more dramatic shifts. Genetics, overall health, and even environmental factors can influence how and when these changes occur. While the voice change is most dramatic in boys, it's not solely a male experience. Girls also go through a period of vocal maturation, albeit more subtly. The hormones of puberty help develop the vocal cords and larynx, resulting in a richer, more adult-sounding voice. Some girls may notice their voices becoming less childlike, and they may gain a wider vocal range, especially if they sing or participate in activities that use their voice extensively. Aside from hormonal changes, other factors can affect the voice during adolescence. Growth spurts can temporarily alter the shape of the throat and mouth impacting the resonance and quality of sound. Illness, allergies, or overuse of the voice, such as shouting or singing loudly for long periods, can also contribute to temporary changes in vocal quality. For teenagers who sing, participate in drama, or use their voices in other creative ways, this period can be both exciting and challenging. The changing voice may make certain notes or sounds harder to reach, and it can take time to adjust to the new vocal range. Voice teachers and choir directors are familiar with these transitions and can provide guidance to help young performers navigate this phase safely and confidently. Ultimately, the voice change is a sign of growth and maturation. It marks a transition from childhood to adulthood, reflecting the profound changes happening throughout the body. While voice cracks can be embarrassing in the moment, they are a normal and temporary part of development. With time, the muscles controlling the larynx strengthen and gain better coordination, and the voice settles into its adult form. It's also important to care for your changing voice. Staying hydrated, avoiding excessive shouting, and resting your voice when you're sick can help protect the vocal cords during this sensitive time. If voice changes are accompanied by pain, hoarseness that doesn't go away, or other concerning symptoms, it's a good idea to consult a healthcare professional or a speech therapist. In the grand scheme of adolescence, the voice change is just one of many transformations. It can be a source of amusement, frustration, or pride, but it's always a sign that you are growing up. So, the next time your voice cracks during a conversation or presentation, remember, it's all part of the incredible journey through the teenage years. A journey that shapes not just how you sound, but who you become.